What's up? Welcome back to Skins Golf TV. I'm Spencer Tarring.
And I'm Rob Turvey.
And today, Rob, you're going to help me with my putting.
Yep, something that we definitely got to touch on, isn't it?
There's always room for improvement in the putting, isn't
Absolutely. Putting is that one thing that, you know, even as you become one of the best golfers in the world, you've definitely got to keep your putting up to standard, don't you? And it's the first thing to go if you have a bit of a break.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so today we're going to do some drills.
Yep, absolutely.
Like a daily dose of putting, which you kind of need to do. If you're doing these drills every day, you're going to shave shots off your score for absolute sure.
Yep, definitely.
So it's a surefire way to lower your handicap and just basically play better golf. So let's get it set up.
Let's go.
Now, before we start, please like, comment and subscribe to our video. We're trying to grow this channel to 1,000 subs. Rob's going to be really happy if he can do it. He really wants it for his birthday that's just passed. How old did you turn, mate?
21.
There we go, mate. Please like, comment, subscribe. Skins Golf TV. Now let's get on with the video.
Let's go. When we're first starting off doing putting, I always like the idea of being able to hole a lot of 1 meter putts. Now, the reason why holing a lot of 1 meter putts is very effective for your game is because you don't have to think about distance too much. So being able to hit that golf ball into the hole repetitively means that you're able to get the club face pointing exactly where you want to go.
Yep.
And if you can do that repetitively, then that basically means that you have that skill level, and once you assure yourself that you have that skill level, that builds your confidence, doesn't it?
And then you're able to do the longer putts easier.
That's right.
Yeah, because around this area, you're not really worried about the distance control.
Not so much.
You're just focused on making sure that ball goes straight. Because if that ball goes straight, it doesn't matter really, unless you obviously smash it or completely only tap it a tiny bit, it's going to go in the hole if you hit it straight.
Correct. Right? If it's a reasonably flat putt, I mean, we're going to have to, because we've got it on 4 corners, there's going to be slight little differences in break. And the concept here is because you're going to see those little bits of break, then you've got to make sure that your aiming with your putter face is absolutely spot on.
So when we're doing this, we're going to do it quite a few times, right?
Absolutely.
So you're going to get to know the break anyway.
Yes.
Once you know the break, you then should know exactly where your putter face should be pointing, and then you should be able to get all of these in.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then also, because we're doing this putt over and over again, we're also going to get really good at the strike of the putter. And like you said about distance control, there is a good rolling speed for the ball to enter the hole. So it'll be really good for us to get that golf ball rolling into the hole at that nice speed where we know it's going to drop. If you do hit it too firm, I mean, there's some guys out there that hit it really firm. Ian Poulter's one of them. He loves to hit, very hard into the back of the hole. But I don't believe that that's the best way to get to the golf ball to get into the back.
If you've got the optimum speed, it actually makes the hole bigger, doesn't it?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Because as it's approaching, it'll fall in as opposed to lipping out.
Yeah, so it gives you a little bit more room for error.
Right on. So,
okay, so what's the drill? You take me through it.
So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to do a round. The expectation here is from 1 meter, we got to be able to get all 4 in.
Okay.
All right. You ready to go?
I want to see you get all 4 in. No video editing here, mate. So
no video editing.
You haven't got the break yet, so. Video edit number 1. Now, one thing I want to actually ask you is, I notice you're lining up the ball here.
Yes.
I line up the ball when I'm putting in a game.
Yes.
But when I practice, I don't line the ball up.
Yes.
That's a mistake, right?
Absolutely. You want to be able to make your putting practice on the putting green exactly the same way as what you're going to do out on the golf course. It gives the shot value. If you're just staying there hitting putts and it's not the same thing as what you're going to do out on the golf course.
It just seems to take a lot of time to do this for every kind of 1 meter putt,
Yeah.
But I guess if you're putting the more time you're putting in, the better you're going to get out.
It's more valuable, isn't it? So the moment that you're able to do this, if you have 10 successful putts that go into the hole because you took the time, that's better than having 20 successful putts that go in with 50 shots. So.
Okay, so let's do the putts. Let's do the 4 in. 1. 2.
Yeah. 3.
3. That was a bit of round the world there, but it counts. It's in. There's no pressure here, Rob, now. Okay, 4 in the hole.
There you go.
All right, I'll give it a go. Now, how many times are you going to do that? 15 minutes of doing this? What's it like? If we want to like get together like a 60-minute daily drill for putting?
I'd dedicate a fair bit of time in the beginning. So I'd say at least 10 to 15 minutes of just 1 meter putts.
So maybe,
and you know what? You could do this before a tournament, before a match, before anything. I mean, this would really get you set up for the day because it just gets your eye in, it gets your ability to strike the ball the right way, gets you feeling the pace of the greens.
gives you confidence as well, doesn't it?
Gives you all the stuff that you need.
Maybe you could say until you've done at least 5 successful rounds. Yeah?
Yeah, you
So
can
that's
give
a good
that a
amount.
try.
I mean, that took you about 2 minutes, I think.
Ooh, slider.
Yeah, I was aiming for that, mate. I was aiming right for the edge. I wanted it to have that kind of effect on the video. Oh, he's missed one. I'm gone back to my old putter today, which is it's got that straight. You see how it's got the straighter?
The straight shaft.
Yeah, the straight shaft. So it's slightly different.
Less offset on that one, right?
Okay, and 3.
I have the straight shaft putter too. It goes straight in, center shaft putter too. So it goes straight into the head, no hosel, no neck on it.
The other putter I've got is bent, so it ends up the club face is closer to you,
Yeah.
or the club head is closer to your body. Okay,
Yeah,
so
3 out of 4.
So 3 out of 4, and I would basically just do that again until I can get 4 in. Right? That's the idea.
Absolutely. Nice.
Okay, so, and I would basically do that until I got that, I would say 5 times. That
Yeah.
gives us about 15 minutes of focusing on this part of the drill.
Yes, I wouldn't put a specific number on how many times you'll go around.
Yeah.
You want to be able to get 4 out of 4, and if you did that for 10 minutes, then I reckon that would be almost enough.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to say to yourself, okay, I've got to do a 5 out of 5 and I've got to do it within this 10-minute zone, because you know that's putting a little bit of unnecessary pressure when you want to take care of details. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can immediately feel kind of a bit more confident on that.
Absolutely.
On that plane.
And did you notice as well, like not only were you able to then get the strike, get the club face control once you had learned the breaks, but as well, the ball speed that was entering in was similar every single time.
Yeah.
As opposed to first one, you weren't sure if you lag it in there or whether you hit it firm. You got that right speed pretty quick.
Part number 2.
Okay, so now we're going to measure it out 1 meter, 1.5 meters, 2 meters, 2.5 meters.
Okay.
And 3 different golf balls from each area.
Okay.
And we want to be able to successfully go through and hit those balls into the hole before we move to the next level.
Okay, so 3 balls from each area, yeah? You've got 12 balls?
Yep.
Okay, so obviously you're going to start at I assume you're going to start at the closest one, right?
Exactly. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and we're going to start with that 1 meter putt first.
Yeah.
Once we hole all 3 of those golf balls, then we move back to the second one. Then we hole all of them. If we miss one, we just stay on that level.
Okay.
And then...
So as soon as you miss one, you start again on that level
Absolutely.
with all 3 balls. So you go to pick the ball up, come back and start again.
Reload.
Okay. How many do you reckon you can do first go, Rob?
First go. Let's see. I'm curious myself. This is my weakness in my game, so... one.
You got a lot of practice to go, haven't you, mate?
Yep.
Worst part of your game by a million miles. That's basically how I ever even like get any points off you, is when you're doing your putting.
Yeah, that's the truth. Three.
Okay, successfully passed the
Round
stage
two.
1. Level up.
Now, this could take you a while, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's you spent about 3 minutes already on that,
Exactly.
because you're lining
So-
up each putt, you're doing each one.
Exactly. So the idea is you're not supposed to be in a rush when you go through and you do your putting practice, are you? You know, the idea is take your time, get good and know what you're doing. Make sure your lines are correct, make sure that you're feeling the distance. That's all the stuff that you have to do out in the golf course. So to get through all of this, it does take that mental power to make sure you're able to go through the details until the very end. The golf game is 4 hours, so you do have to have that, you know, longevity in your ability to think through it all the way, right? Woo!
Wow, and here we have it. The final ball. 7 minutes in.
For the 2021 Skins Golf Masters. Kevin Na.
Oh!
Peace.
Okay, so Rob, talk to the camera about what you were thinking and what went through your mind whilst you're doing that putt. And because obviously the first one was, you know, relatively easily, but as you got further back, it got quite difficult. And emotionally, was it difficult to concentrate and go back into the game? Because we talked about it, when I looked on the camera, it was only 7 minutes.
Yeah,
but
right.
it felt a lot longer than that. Even I was watching, it felt longer than that. I don't know what it felt to you.
Well, I've gone through and I've done drills like this before, so I'm aware of like kind of how long it takes to do it. Yeah, you're right. Emotionally, it's a little bit of a journey, isn't it? Because, you know, you can get those first 1 meter putts in, the second one, maybe 2 meters, that you get them in pretty quickly as well. But once you get, or like 1.5, once you get to that 2 meter mark, this is quite a distance. You've now got to read the break a little bit more precise.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to be more precise with the accuracy of your putter.
Yeah.
And then not only that, because you have gone through the first couple pretty quickly, and it's not a huge jump, but the reality is that the percentage chance of getting in the hole, that is a huge jump. And when you hit one in, it's very easy to miss the next one and feel like, oh, I'll quickly grab them and then like I'll rush through the next lot. You can't. You've got to go through the details very specifically for each single putt. Every ball has a bit of value on it, and you've got to give it the respect that it deserves.
How long do you think it's going to take me to do it?
Well,
I'm not bad at putting, actually.
not bad at putting. You know
Okay.
what? I wouldn't be surprised if you got through at the same speed as what I did, but it's not a race. You know, the idea is get good at the putting, get good at your putter face control, read the break, and go through the details.
All right, I'm going to have a go.
All right, let's go.
Good. Oh, the first ball. Let's see how long it takes me. You had a little bit left to right here, yeah?
Yep.
About one ball, do you think? Increasing?
It actually stays around the same amount of break the whole distance. Oh, it's it.
Come on, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the moment.
For the US Open Championship, Amateur Championship, DJ Spenny. Oh, and he missed it! All right, part 3.
Okay, so we've gone through, we've done a little bit of stuff with club face control, and in parts 1 and parts 2.
So part 2 was kind of a little bit distance control, kind of half-half.
Right, it was basically putting you under the pressure and still being able to execute, right?
Yeah, because I was feeling pretty stressed on that last part there.
Right, and so that basically gives us context and something that is transferable for us to go out into the golf course and feel that same type of pressure and be able to execute. Very transferable exercise, that one. Now this one is also a skills-based test that gives us a chance to feel that same type of pressure, but in long distance putting. We've basically got a 10-meter putt set up. We've got our balls down there.
Yep.
And we've marked out a semicircle, 1 meter around the hole. And we basically have 9 balls. We've got to get 10 points. That means that we've got to be able to get in the semicircle is worth 1 point, and in the hole is worth 2.
Okay.
So to successfully get 10 points,
What happens if I come here?
you get 0 points.
Get 0 points.
Yes. Now, if you miss, you can still make it up by getting an extra ball into the hole.
Yep.
However, the perfect score would obviously be 8 points in the semicircle and then 1 ball in the hole.
Yep.
And that would make our 10 points.
Or I could just do all in the hole.
Well, if you get 5 in the hole in a row, man, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Give what to me? Some money?
A Bitcoin.
Some Bitcoin, yeah. Or some XRP. I heard that's pumping these days. Right. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 balls, 10 points to achieve.
Yep. Now,
Need any warm up?
now let's get straight into it. Now, basically from the exercise that we've just done, realistically, you're not going to think that you're going to miss it left or right by 1 yard, are you?
No.
I mean, that's a huge target. So accuracy in this point is not the priority. Yes, we need to get one into the hole, but the majority of golf balls, it's about distance control. This exercise is based in distance control.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck, mate. In the hole. Oh!
1 point.
It's got the line, right to left. Got the pace. That's a bit short, isn't it? No, it's not. It's perfect. Okay. 2 points. That one is short. So you get no points for that.
No points for that one.
You've got to move it out of the way. That's short as well. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter too much about moving that ball there because you've got yeah. You could give yourself a point for that, couldn't you? Close enough. No?
Contact, right?
Yep. Bad contact. Oh, I can't even get it in the bloody... I'm hitting this as basically hard as I can. Finally, he gets one. can't believe I missed that part, mate.
Yeah,
I'm going to lose sleep over that.
2.5 minutes, mate. I will see you out here tonight, eh?
Yeah, I'll be here for a few weeks. Anyway, well, thanks for watching Skins Golf TV and that putting drill that you put together there for them.
Those 3 drills are my 3 favourites, and I think that, like we said, you know, that first one really does get your club face really settled and you feeling like you're able to repeat the same motion over and over.
Yep.
The second one, definite pressure drill, isn't it?
Yeah, I really felt that.
Yeah, definite pressure drill. I love that one because, you know, you will get through it, but you got to have the dedication to get right to the end, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And that third one, from 10 metres, that's a tough one.
They're all difficult, aren't they? Yeah. Actually, they're kind of increasing in difficulty. I found that one really difficult at the end to even get the ball to be the right length.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really like that one because what it does is it shows you that when you do putting practice, it shouldn't just last for a couple of minutes and then it's over. A lot of people spend a lot of time out in the driving range and they hit a lot of golf balls, but they're just not spending enough time out in the putting green, myself included. So, you know, when you come out to putting green, you do some practice, the idea is you've got to be committed. You've got to stay out here for long enough to get the job done.
That's at least an hour, really, of practice there, isn't it?
Absolutely.
To do those properly.
Yep.
Really get through it.
Yep.
Okay, great. Well, say happy birthday to Rob. It was his birthday last week.
21.
21, my arse. And thank you again for watching Skins Golf TV. If you've got any comments or questions, just leave them down below and I'm sure we'll get back to you.
Absolutely. And if you've got any questions about your putting or any other drills that you might want to do, let us know and we'll try and get them out to you.
Great. See you next time on Skins Golf TV.
Peace.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. And thanks to New Kuta Golf, your putting greens are awesome. Thank you very much, yeah.